I need you to take this seriously. I'm working on the video for Robinson Crusoe, Escape from Despair Island this week, and I'm trying to get in the right mindset. It's really hard to do with you goofing around all the time. Whoa, okay. I don't care what your excuses are, okay? I really need you to focus. Can you do that for me? All right, well, thank you. God, I'm lonely. Robinson Crusoe, Escape from Despair Island is a deck builder for 1 to 4 players from old novel games. Inspired by the novel of the same name, players find themselves on a deserted island struggling to survive. They must compete with other survivors for food and resources in order to defend themselves from danger and find a way home. At the start of the game, each player starts with 5 cards placed face down. This represents the food players have available to them. Next comes the exploration phase. The first player discards one of his food cards to explore the island. They begin turning over cards one by one and place them in the center of the play area. There are 10 main types of cards that can be revealed. Food cards allow players to add more cards to their food deck. Resource cards help players fight off threats or build things for their base. Threat cards stop play for the player if they cannot fulfill the requirements listed to beat it. Construction cards help you strengthen your base if the requirements are met. Exploration cards allow players to collect extra food or cards. Luck cards can either help or hurt players. Friday cards allow you to take extra cards. Character exercise cards are needed to obtain character cards. Character cards give players perks and are often required to obtain victory cards. Victory cards end the game when a player is able to achieve them. When exploring, players will draw up to 10 cards. They will stop drawing if they choose to take a food card, take a card to add to their survivor camp, or 2 threat cards are revealed and they cannot repel the more dangerous of the 2. Once they are done, the market phase begins. During this phase, the other players have an opportunity to purchase the cards that were revealed during the exploration phase. If there's something they want, they will need to pay the player that explored 1 food card, and then discard the amount of cards listed in the corner of that card. At the end of the market phase, the next player begins to explore. And the game continues like this until somebody either obtains a victory card or the deck has been gone through twice. If that happens, players tally up their victory points. Victory points are indicated by a number in the middle of a star. The player with the most victory points wins. An example of a turn would be, player 1 pays 1 food card in order to explore. First they draw a food card. They already have a decent stockpile of food, so they keep going. They keep drawing until they draw a threat card. They don't have the requirements to beat this threat, so they need to decide if they want to keep drawing and hope that they don't draw another threat card, or stop now and take one of the cards already revealed. In this case, they don't want to push their luck, and since they can fulfill the requirements on the hut card, they use their axe and spend their wood in order to get it. Now that their turn is over, the other players enter the market phase. Player 2 doesn't see anything that they want, so they pass. Player 3, however, wants the herb card, so they pay 1 food to player 1 to access the market. Then they have to discard 3 food cards to buy the herbs. After player 3 is done, it's player's 2 turn to explore, and the game continues this way until someone wins, or they've gone through the entire deck twice. The game contains 16 food cards, 28 resource cards, 4 food and resource combos, 14 construction cards, 2 construction combos, 50 threat cards, 10 character cards, 12 character exercise cards, 6 character exercise jokers, 12 victory cards, and 6 luck cards. Robinson Crusoe Escape from Despair Island is a game that stays true to its name. You often feel the desperation as you're flipping over the cards, hoping to get that one last card you need and praying it's not another threat that you can't overcome. The fact that each turn is split into 2 phases keeps things really interesting as well. Do you keep drawing as many cards as you can, hoping that some of your opponents will buy some? Or do you draw as little cards as possible, trying to deny them the opportunity to get something they really need? The luck cards are also a very simple but effective way of balancing the game. If you're out of food cards and desperate, another player may turn over a good luck card, allowing you to gain 4 more food cards. Or if a player has a huge hoard of food and can buy up everything they need, a bad luck card will knock them down a peg, allowing you a chance to catch up. If you're in the market for a quick playing deck builder with simple, easy to learn mechanics and multiple paths to victory, look no further than Robinson Crusoe, Escape from Despair Island on Kickstarter now. Remember to like and subscribe to Board Game Revolution for more videos and interviews. I'm Tony, and I'll see you in my next sneak peek.